Shalom. Kol halayim la Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect, the men, women, and children who believe in the true gospel of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. This is Brother Shawar with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And prophecy is booming right now. There's so many things going on, of course, but recently you have this, this hate speech bill that is being passed in Canada, and eventually, this is really just the first step, because eventually they're going to start doing this, and they're going to crack down on those draconian measures everywhere. But we're more so in the West, and where Jake is, where the Israelites are. Babylon the Great, America, Canada. Wherever else, Jake really is, the UK. So on and so forth. But, this is just going to lead to the persecution of the prophets, and the demonization of the gospel. Because we know Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he wants to, he's trying to basically X out the prophets. He's trying to do away with the standard of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, the standard of there being a higher power. He wants to bring in the NWO. He wants to bring in a digital, and technological blessing, basically a technological kingdom of heaven on the left-hand side, by way of his NWO and the MOTB, Revelation 13 and 16, right? So all this is all leading to that at the end of the day. But, this is where we are now. So it's really crazy, but it's a beautiful thing at the same time, because we understand, what times we're living in, right? So let's read some of this article, and then get some scriptures, and then let the Spirit work and go from there. So this is on CTV News. It's a Canadian news outlet. And so let's read some of this. It says, government says only extreme online hate speech would be probed by human rights body. Let's see. Government officials say online hate speech would have to portray a group as inherently violent or unhuman to meet the threshold to be probed by a human rights tribunal under a newly proposed law. Justice officials briefed reporters today on the criminal code provisions in the government's proposed bill to tackle online harms. Those changes have come under harsh criticism from civil liberties groups and legal experts who are voicing concerns about the potential to chill. I think they meant to kill free speech. The bill seeks to introduce harsher penalties for existing hate propaganda offenses and up to life imprisonment for advocating genocide. It also proposes to reintroduce a section of the Canadian Human Rights Act that would allow people to file complaints against those who post online hate speech. So, and obviously, anything that's against, you basically anything, if you don't agree with, their standard, they're going to deem it hate speech. And that's kind of what they've been doing. Look at cancel culture. That was kind of the beginning of all these, this draconian measure. Anything if you don't agree with the alphabet community and the Transformers and, the JOOs, it's going to be deemed hate speech. And obviously the prophets, the men of the Lord on the unicorn, on the internet, those are really who they're attacking. They're trying to get the truth out of here, right? But of course, we know it's not going to happen, because at the end of the day, well, it will happen. The famine of the word is coming, and that's what I'm going to name this lesson, right? Because that's exactly what this is going to lead to. But at the end of the day, the Lord is still going to, the men of the Lord and Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai are going to prevail, because that's prophecy. They can't beat the Lord, right? Let's read a little bit more. Reads, officials say it is an improved version of language that was removed under the former conservative government of Stephen Harper. Right, okay, so that's basically it. So let's get some scriptures, right, and just and go from there. But yeah, man, this is gonna lead to like I said, the persecution of the Israelites, and pretty much the ministry is coming to an end where you're not gonna have, brothers on the highways and hedges, prophesying the word anymore, because it's gonna be outlawed, it's gonna be illegal. And you literally see it. It's literally happening. So, and it's not going to only be in Canada. It's going to eventually go to Babylon the Great, to America, the UK as well. So wherever's Australia, I'm guessing Australia too, because they're, it's a Edomite stronghold, right? So this is what Esau, the elites, the elite banking families, because those who are the ones who really run things, Rockefellers, Rothschilds, this is what they want, right? This is a big move in them trying to establish the NWO. But this is what it's going to lead to. Amos 8, and we'll start at 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and shall not find it. Right. So there's going to be a time very soon where you're not going to be able to find, your only way to salvation as an Israelite, because this gospel is only for the so-called Negros, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those who may be scattered amongst other nations that have the same lineage. If the word resonates with you, you are an Israelite. But this ministry is about to come to an end. It's about to be straight judgment time. So it would behoove you to get right with the Lord, man, and to stay close as possible to the scriptures, right? Pray more, fast more, whatever it is, whatever portion you have, maximize it to the best of your ability, because that Isaiah 33:6 is really about to kick in. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, right? So, and then this devil is coming down with great wrath, right? Revelation 12, because he knoweth he have but a short time, right? So things are about to get crazy, man, because this is really madness. If you really think about what these devils are like, think about what was just, what we just read. Up to life, imprisonment for hate speech. It could just be something you just disagree with, and they're gonna deem it hate speech, right? Because righteousness is not. This is a wicked world we live in. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. It's a wicked rulership that we're living in, and people are really gonna see these devil's horns. If they don't already, man, they're really gonna see it pretty soon, because these draconian measures are not gonna stop. It's gonna get worse and worse and worse until he's forcing people to take the MOTB, or pretty much you're being cut off from society, or death. And this is what the prophets, the men of the Lord, have been telling you, going back even decades, and it's upon us. It's right around the corner. Call Allah Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So this is Matthew 10:22. It reads, "And ye shall be hated of," and this is Yahushai speaking, "and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved." So, you're gonna be hated. This is how it's gonna go down, man. You're not gonna be on the good side of the powers that be, man, for believing in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Right? But let's get the precept in Revelation. Right? Revelation 2:10. But this is what the Lord told us, man. The Lord told us, don't worry. The Lord got our back. Right? We have to endure unto the end and stay faithful and really believe that he is. We have to believe in, the words that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai left for us, and follow the spirit, and have faith. If we don't have faith, man, the Lord, you can't. It says in Ephesians 2nd chapter that, the faith is a gift, right? It's impossible to please the Lord without faith. So if he's giving you this gift of faith, man, you have to expound upon it and believe, man. Because the Lord is about to show us some crazy things, man. But if we don't believe, that starts from now. You got to build yourself up now in the spirit. If you don't believe, man, then you got no chance. Right? Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Right? So again, this is what it's going to lead to. Super draconian measures where this devil is just literally, tossing people in prison and trying to put you to death, especially the Israelites, the prophets, and those that know they're Israelites and that believe. He's going to be trying to kill us. But, some of us will be martyrs for the Lord. But at the end of the day, the Lord got our back, and the majority of us we're going to get through it. We're going to have to go through it, but we're going to get through it because the Lord is going to be with us. And on the other side is the kingdom, right? So you see these prophecies, man, this is all what it's leading to, is the kingdom of heaven. But that famine is very close, man. The way they're moving, it's March, and things are moving fast. So the way they're moving, the truth could be, basically the ministry could be done based off the laws that they push, by the end of the year, maybe even before. That's just me speaking as a man, but if you're being prudent, you can see what's coming. You can see the Lord is getting ready to wrap this thing up and to bring judgment on the earth. Because we know there's great death and great calamity that has to take place. Right? And again, what this is going to lead to is people, uproars of the people. Right? This is going to lead to people just losing it. People, going for the government and rebelling, civil war, more protest, riots, right? Because this devil is doing things that, even these other Edomites, the regular Edomites, are not. They're against, man. Psalm 68, their own tongue, or they shall, their own tongue. Matter of fact, let's get it quick before I butcher it. I know what it says, but I wanna quote it right. Salakia. 64:8. Salakia. I'm tripping. Psalm 64:8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So this is what's happening, because a lot of these, these truthers and whatnot, they're coming up against things that Esau, Edom, and these governments are doing, because it's not benefiting the regular, Edomite is not being benefited, or is not receiving the benefits they used to, because at the end of the day, the elites, the powers that be, their plan is basically for them and them only. It's not for everybody. It's not for all the Edomites. So, they're rebelling against, the elites as well. And just going to lead to complete chaos, man. And that's what they want. They want that order out of chaos. That's how these devils operate. That's one of their MOs. But it's going to spiral out of control, because really the Lord is in control of it. It's not them. Right? So let's read this a little bit in 2nd Esdras We'll see. But let's start at the top. 2 Esdras 9, starting at the top, it reads, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and plain and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs, and every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. That's the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and the great multitude. Verse 8, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. You know, the elect, the hopeful elect, you know, Lord willing, we be a part of that number. Those of us who are sincere, we've been chosen from the foundations of the earth. So this was already set in stone from the very beginning, right? You know, that's why this thing is so powerful, because, you know, prophecy is amazing, because everything that's happening is meant to happen. The Lord is in control, man. It's the Lord's movie. And we're just playing our roles, right? Verse 9, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Hold on. There's a specific verse I was looking for. I mean, this is relevant too, at the end of the day, because, you know, there's going to be a great separation between those that believed and those that didn't. But this is what I wanted. I was thinking of something else. Yeah, this is what I was really thinking of. But that was relevant as well, because, like I said, that great separation is going to be made based off those, you know, who truly believed. That wisdom and knowledge is pretty much, you know, is really gonna shine in all the darkness that's going on. You know, all the death and, you know, crazy things that's gonna be happening, and the elect is just gonna be, you know, the men of the Lord are just gonna be going through it. You know, it's gonna be a big difference. So this is 2 Esdras 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And that's what this is leading to. Because again, this whole infrastructure, this whole society is going to crumble, and it's going to be, you know, a free for all. You know, kill or be killed. But even before that, it's going to be a civil war, man, and insurrections of the people because of these decrees that they're making. Right? Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Right? So this is going to snowball effect to just, you know, greater and greater division and insurrections of the people, because this is like, you know, people are already like, this is crazy. People already can't believe, you know, that they would actually, you know, this is actually happening. You know, well, we can, because we know this is the devil that the Bible speaks of, and it's prophecy. So, you know, we knew it was coming, and, you know, but the people of the world, you know, who don't have the spirit, you know, these people are going to lose it, because It's madness at the end of the day. It really is. Even though it won't be it's crazy, right? So, and again, this is to attack, really the main thing that these devils are trying to attack is the truth. Is the men of the Lord on the highways and hedges prophesying the truth, in the names of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and generally speaking, the men of Great Millstone, starting with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Right, those are the prophets, and the brothers that teach a likewise doctrine. That's what they're trying to attack. That's what they're trying to outlaw and get out of here, because men like us, people who believe what we believe, cannot be in their NWO. Right, but the Lord is going to intervene, and as we read in 2 Esdras the 9th chapter, deliver us, those who are sincere, who have been written, had that thawa, going to Ezekiel 9 and 4, that mark of exemption, or that mark of exemption from judgment, because we were, Lord willing, chosen from the foundations of the earth. We're going to have that salvation through, from all the calamity and destruction. And that's what we want. But in order to, the only way to get that is to obviously be a part of the elect. But, scriptures tell you to put on the elect, right? So, turn up in the spirit, man. And the famine of the word is nigh. This devil is about to come down with more, great wrath and draconian measures. Because we're in some beautiful times, but it's about to get wicked out here. So, yeah, Lord willing, this was edifying, man. I'm going to close it out. And again, man, it will behoove you to take this truth, as it's life or death, because that's exactly what it is. So, call on La Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Makakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, and Abba Ball.